Hey, it's Mr. Baumgarten here, back with part 3 of building a Flask web server in Python. Our last video, we were receiving information from a form and sending it back to the browser. So we'll just had a simple number calculator going on here, type in a couple of numbers, click add, and get the result coming back to us. And my little teaser for this video was how can we actually put that into, rather than just sending this, how can we put it into a HTML form so that we don't need to, just do fancy string manipulation all the time. So let's create some HTML, and I'm going to copy all of this. And this time, so now we had number adder. Let's call this number adder result. And instead of the form, I'm just going to put in a couple of paragraphs. I don't know why that didn't auto come up. Anyway, the addition of double curly braces, let's say num1 and num2 is total, and I'm going to call it that page 3. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to have Flask automatically, wherever it sees these double curly braces, it's going to realize that inside them is actually a variable, and it's going to replace them with our variables for us. So at the moment, however, this is what happens. So if let's go into our page 3 here, and let's just, so return, if I just sent the file, alright, it's not going to do anything for me. I get my curly braces. So there's a couple of little things here that we are going to need to do. First, we need to do another import. And so we're going to import from Flask render template. And then down in our project area, create a new folder called templates. Because the render template function will by default only look inside a templates subfolder. So we have to take our page 3 document and move it into the templates folder. Did that move? That didn't move. Are you sure you want to move? Yes, I am. Okay, so my page 3 is now there. And instead of send file, I want to use the render template function. Let's come back and refresh. Okay, we have a change. The addition of and is. The curly braces with num1, num2 have gone, but we don't have our answer. What we need to do is send the variables to the render template function. So we need to send it a num1, a num2, and a total. So inside here, as a parameter, we are going to need a we need a comma first of all. We need a num1 equals something. We need a num2 equals something. And we need a total equals something. So whatever I've used in my HTML, what I need here as parameters that I'm going to send to this function, right? So n1 was that integer, n2 was that integer, and here n1 plus n2. Save, refresh. All right, the addition of 234 and 3,456 is 3,690. Let's just run through this all from scratch. All right, 1,250, add the addition of 1,250 is 1,250. There you have it. Now this is actually quite useful here. There's a really powerful templating language involved inside here, where we can use arrays and Python dictionaries and be able to loop and use if statements and all kinds of things inside this templating language. So there's plenty here to learn for a deep dive. The templating language is known as Jinga2, right? Which if I just throw it in here as a HTML comment, Jinga2 is what if you're going to Google the templating language, that's what you're wanting to learn there. All right, so we are now doing variable substitutions inside our HTML. Next video, we will upload a file and return the results accordingly. Okay, this is Mr. Baumgarten signing out.